Dools!
Has?
We have been Mall Cops for 2 full years, so what better way to celebrate than to look into 2021 and talk about what we're most excited for. But until then, Dools, just roll the intro! Welcome, one and all, to another episode of the More Cops on Duty podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Harry. With me, of course, for the second year running, to like 720 odd days in a row, Dools. The Anthony to my Joe Russo, Edward Dools. Dools, how you doing?
Has. Firstly, good to be here. Yeah, 720 days, haven't missed a beat, haven't missed an episode, I'm pretty sure. I'm making a big claim here, but let's not even bother fact checking it. Who'd have thought, huh? Not me.
It's like that Paul Rudd gif, like, look at us. Who would have thought we'd be here?
That's exactly what I was referencing, and I feel like everyone would have got it even without you having to explicitly say where it was from, but thanks for the clarification. Yeah, it's good to be here with you. How are you?
I'm good, man. I got my, I've been hitting the PlayStation hard lately. Got the platinum trophy for Immortal Phoenix Rising and almost killed me.
Yeah, you were struggling towards the end there.
Oh, it's just it's an easy plat. There's no difficulty about it. The game's good. It's not great. All the puzzles are the exact same. It gets very boring.
Oh.
But towards the end, I had 4 trophies left, and all of them had grinding to unlock shit. And I messaged you last night when I got the platinum. I was just like, I just spent the last 2 hours listening to podcasts, chopping down trees.
Chopping down trees. Sounds like...
Yeah, because you had to get these little stones to unlock.
Shit you'd have to do in RuneScape or something.
Yeah.
Chop down those yew trees.
Exactly.
Christ.
But yeah, no, there were these golden amber stones that you have to collect to unlock your skills for the potion tree. I never really explored the potion tree, but it's all done, Dools. So I'm on to Maneater right now, for the game that's free on PlayStation Plus this month, and it's literally Jaws the game.
I'm hearing nothing but praise about this. On Twitter, I've seen 2 high-profile industry people, the creator of Gears of War, Cliff Bleszinski, sing the praises of this game, and then none other than he only does everything Colin Moriarty. And I'm like, what? Okay, if I see ringing endorsements from these 2 people, I gotta check this fucking game out. I would not have given this game any time of day. I mean, it just looks so... Well, actually, I don't know.
I would have given it time of day.
I probably should have paid attention to the fact that it was also one of the PS5 only PS Plus games, so that already, in and of itself, is a good sign.
Yep.
You know, Sony doesn't want to put crap out there, especially with the place. This will be the second PlayStation 5 game, but yeah. How much have you played so far? Can you share any thoughts?
So it's doesn't seem like a long game. I played maybe 3 hours ish, and it says I'm 25% through it.
Oh, I like that. I like
so do I. I like it, and there's not. It just shows everything basically. It's just this is what you have. It's you go into a new area. It's to go into the next area, you have to do these little 4 checklist things. It's literally
okay,
eat 8 humans at this one beach and stuff like that. It's fun. It's just dumb fun. But
any haptic feedback when you're chowing down on unsuspecting?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I wish it was a little bit more to get a bit dark. But no, it's good fun. You know, it's exactly what you think that a game where you're a shark is. But the best thing about it is that it's literally an RPG. You level up, you acquire your skills, you build your different abilities up, etc., and it's you're a fucking shark.
Who hasn't wanted to roleplay as a shark before? Come on.
Yeah, it's good, Dools. But how you doing? How's life over there at the Dools household?
The Dools household, yeah, pretty quiet. I've not been gaming too much per se. I've just been more into I don't know, seeing some new films and watching some TV, things like that. So I'm playing a few things here and there, but yeah, no, I'm just waiting for, I don't know, the next big game to ignite the spark again. I go through lulls like this. I suspect it will be still a rumor, it's still a placeholder date, but I think the Mass Effect Remaster Trilogy, I think that is really top of mind for me right now. So I think that's March. Something might come. Oh, the next Mario game, actually, of course, yeah, which will be next mid-Feb. That looks like a ton of fun. Trailer for that came out this morning.
Yeah, it does look good.
But yeah, just cruising otherwise. Just what did I watch recently? A really great movie. We'll get into it maybe in a main episode.
Get into it, Dools.
Yeah.
But talking about great movies, Dools, let's say that an average Joe stumbles upon the podcast More Cops on Duty and has no idea what it's about. Sees it's been running for 2 full years.
Jesus.
How would you describe it to
A
him?
colossal waste of time.
It really is the tagline, eh?
We are the state of Maine's #1 film, gaming, and TV podcast for some reason.
Yeah, we are. We got a little like.
By the way, if you're
unique...
a real person, if you live in Maine, you're a real human being. Please write in to I think we have a Gmail, morecopsonduty@gmail.com.
Yeah, morecopsonduty@gmail.com. I think we got a Gmail. Yeah, we do.
Is there a 20 in there? Or is there a number in there? Morecopsonduty@gmail.
No, that's just it. We got that one. I know.
Well,
it was
let's hope so.
After.
Maybe people have been writing in this whole time. I can't remember the last time I checked that thing. Probably 2 years ago.
I checked it a few days ago. There was nothing in there.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, so Maine's #1 podcast. But it can also be...
That should be our slogan for the
That
podcast.
should be our slogan, yeah. It should
Maine's #1 film, game, and TV podcast.
Paul Blart approved. Yeah. So yeah, just check it out. You know, the people in Maine, they know their pop culture, man. You know, they're all about us. So you should be too. That's
Absolutely.
the pitch.
I like it, Dools. And as we're going into, we always like to start with what we've been watching, what we've been playing lately. Like, quick overview, because the majority of today is going to be going through what we should be excited for 2021. All the film releases, etc., etc. Like, a lot of the stuff was pushed, of course, from 2020 to 2021 because of coronavirus. So this is very much just like a refresher of like, this is still coming out. Big thing, though, like, go check out the mashup trailer that Netflix put out. The Netflix are coming out with what seemed to be some fucking bangers.
Very, very dope little sizzle reel of what's to come in 2021 for Netflix. They've got a seriously... Dude, it was only like 5 years ago that they were really dabbling with... They were only doing TV shows, and then I think 5 years ago they started, were like, oh, maybe invest in a movie, and they were still a little lo-fi and everything, and I mean, they can make a full-blown blockbuster now that you would not tell the difference between it and
Agreed.
Something Disney or Warner Brothers could produce. So, I mean, it's pretty remarkable.
Agreed. Quick overview of what I mean. I finally started and finished Queen's Gambit. Dools, you gotta watch. You gotta watch it. It's good.
I do. Yes,
it's real good. Anya Taylor-Joy is
I had
amazing
another
in it.
person yesterday tell me to watch it. So that's maybe the 227th person now. So I will watch it.
No, the best thing about it is that it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's 7 episodes. Like the first episode, as with every first episode of any show, it's very like character driven. It's just like showing you the character and like introducing you, and it's like I wasn't really hooked to the first episode, but by the end of the second episode, I'm like, let's fucking go. Like I was all in.
Okay.
But 100% recommend it. I'm currently watching Your Honor on Stan, the Bryan Cranston Showtime show. Blah, I got tongue-tied. The Bryan Cranston Showtime show. It's great so far. I'm only a few episodes in, but Bryan Cranston, again, it's hard for him not to deliver a stellar performance. It's all about him. Bryan Cranston plays a judge, and his son is involved in a hit-and-run accident, and it's all the fallout of that.
Okay.
So far, it's pretty great. I reckon you would love it as well. But on that, I've been cruising through games. Literally, just the last couple of weeks, just been focusing on Immortals and getting some bloody W's lately in Warzone duels. Like,
rack 'em up.
Probably from Christmas to now, I've probably gotten around 15 wins in Warzone.
Really?
Yeah.
Mixture of solo and duos, or?
I got one solo, and the majority of them are trios and quads.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah, you got to jump on duels.
I will. Yeah. Well, let me know next time you're on. I'm out tonight, but let me know next time you're on, Hasdog, and I'll say good day.
Yeah, rad. Yeah, what have you been watching? Anything?
Yeah. Jesus, I am blanking a little bit. Well, I just caught the Star Wars bug, man. After that Mandalorian finale, I'm like, good God, like,
Yeah.
I can't stop. I just need something else to satiate this hunger now. So I decided to finally watch Star Wars Rebels. So I'd seen
Nice.
Clone Wars, and this is an animated show, mind you. So I mean, it's definitely geared at kids, but if you're a fan, you will still have a ton of fun. Like, I mean, so now that we know, especially that spoilers, Admiral Thrawn will be in live action at some point, as revealed in the Ahsoka episode in The Mandalorian. I was like, well, it makes sense to watch this and get some context, because Rebels is definitely setting some things up, and other characters like Bo-Katan and Ahsoka are in Rebels, and you get a bit more context for their appearance in Mandalorian. So I think from that perspective, it was a very useful watch. I think, it is a lot of fun. Like, it's a kids show, so it's a little cheesy and whatever. But I mean, other than that, it's like, still a ton of fun. So
I'm definitely going to watch it before the next season, Mando.
You can cruise through it pretty quickly. I mean, 20-minute episodes. I think 15 episode seasons, 4 seasons. So I mean, it's not too.
It's nothing.
Not too taxing on the old time.
It's like another Always Sunny.
A fraction. So yeah, I think. Oh God, I am blanking, but there was something else. I just watched a couple. There's just been a few indie films that I've caught on Netflix as well lately, but mine's blanking so may as well move on.
Nice, Dools. Well, Dools, the majority of this episode is going to go through what we're looking forward to. We're going to go through the whole year, and we're going to show, like, if hopefully we're going to pretend, Dools, the coronavirus is done. It's cured. We've survived it. And everything is coming out as planned right now. Like, things could be pushed, things could be set in stone. We don't know, but for right now, I reckon we should just treat it as if it's coming out right now. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So, Dools, let's start off. Let's look into January. We're already 2 weeks into January, so we've got movies that have already come out, such as Monster Hunter, which, like, it's not getting the best reviews. We've got movies of The Dry, which we've seen, which we will probably do a review for this Friday's episode for The Dry.
Yeah.
Might do a review for The Dry and Promising Young Woman all in one for the episode, if you like, Dools. We got Promising Young Woman that's just came out globally, which find our opinion on it this Friday. They're both good movies, though. But I've got a little list, and it really kind of starts to pick up in February, where February 12th, Dools, this is a film that you could talk about a little bit, Minari, the new A24 film starring Stephen Yeun, coming out February 12th. Dude, that's only like 4 weeks away. That's nothing.
It's close, yeah. It's pretty much a month, almost to the day. This has been on my radar for a while now. I mean, besides the fact that it's A24, I mean, come on, like, how often do these guys disappoint? Rarely. So, and I've just always been a big fan ever since his Walking Dead days of Stephen Yeun and all the work he does. And he also had a great role in the movie, in the, I think, Bong Joon-ho film, Okja. So he was great in that. He's done a few more things. I think he's done a few smaller budget Korean films that, I don't think that you would be hard pressed to, I think, find here and watch here. But no, this is like Korean. It's not technically a Korean film, from what I understand. I think it's a Korean American filmmaker who's made it in America, and it's about like an immigrant family who've just moved there from Korea, and so I mean it's Korean in its essence, but it's not Korean made per se. But dude, I always thought that guy's acting was on another level compared to a lot of the other people in that show, and I was like, I just had a feeling he was going to blow up once he left the show, and I think it's probably the best thing that happened to him. And there's already talk of Oscar buzz about the film itself. I'm not sure about his performance per se, but I mean, obviously if the film itself is getting that kind of buzz, then surely the performances would be as well. So yeah, I'm just very keen to see it.
Absolutely. I'm like, as you know, Dools, my favorite production company is A24, and I'll literally see anything that comes out. But a little IMDb description of the film is: a Korean American family searches for a better life when they move to a small farm in Arkansas. So it's very much like a day in the life of sort of film, very lifestyle, which that's what A24 do best. They kind of drop you in a moment in people's lives, and you see how they live, and you get pulled out then. Again, I agree with you, everything you say with Stephen Yeun. I stopped watching Walking Dead when his character, something happened to his character, and I was just like, I was like, there's nothing in this show anymore for me. I think he's by far the best actor in that entire show. Andrew Lincoln's good, but Stephen Yeun, I thought, just brought another level to everyone. But yeah, this looks great. I can't wait. It's currently got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, Dools, so there is a lot to look forward to there. Coming out on the same day, Dools, we've got Judas and the Black Messiah.
Shit.
Have you heard about this?
Yeah, so
directed by Shaka King.
Is this the one with Lakeith, the dude from Sorry to Bother You? Yeah, and
Lakeith Stanfield, yeah. And Daniel Kaluuya.
Yes. And I believe another somewhat high-profile actor is in there as well, but
Jesse Plemons.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is a period piece. I think
so.
60s set to do with the civil rights movement, I believe.
So IMDb description of the film: offered a plea deal by the FBI, William O'Neill infiltrates the Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party to gather intelligence on Chairman Fred Hampton.
Yep. In. Sounds
yeah,
awesome.
So Daniel
sounds like true story. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Daniel Kaluuya plays Fred Hampton, and Lakeith Stanfield plays William O'Neill. Those two actors are already incredible. They've already worked together as well in Get Out.
Yes.
You know, I completely forgot that Lakeith was the guy that actually says "Get Out" and Get Out. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, those scenes in that movie are so good, where he's like, it's obvious, like, now the rewatching of that's totally like a white guy in a black guy's body, and like just seeing like Lakeith, just like his mannerism changes from his first scene at the start of the film to that scene where he's like in the party. I thought, I love Get Out. I think Lakeith Stanfield is such an underused actor, so I'm really keen for this. It's directed by Shaka King, who's also done not too much actually. Cool. I'm more keen. I'm super keen. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this movie. So, and the trailers. There's a new trailer that came out today. I'm not going to watch it because I watched the first trailer and I was like, I am so in. So yeah, should be cool, Dools. Should be cool. Coming up on February 19th in a global release, Dools, is Nomadland, which is favorite for Best Actress at the moment and favorite for Best Picture. We've both seen it. We've reviewed it, and last week we posted our review for it. I think it's suffice to say, Dools, that we both really liked it, really enjoyed it. You gave it a 10 out of 10, which is high for you, Dools. High. It's up there with Venom for you. But yeah, I think we can both say that, like, do people go out and bloody watch this movie, right?
Yes. Yeah. We did the review. If you want more in-depth thoughts on that, there you can. But Jesus, this is a must-watch. Absolutely.
Dools, coming out on February 26th. It might be February 25th for us. I'm looking at Collider, so that week. It's around there. First film of that day, Nobody. Have you seen this trailer? The Bob Odenkirk, John Wick style.
Oh, I still not
Universal Pictures.
I almost just don't want to now because I want to go in blind. But I mean, I've heard it's Bob Odenkirk if he was John Wick. So I mean, I don't know. I can use my imagination there.
So, description of the film is: a bystander who intervenes to help a woman by being harassed by a group of men becomes the target of a vengeful drug lord.
Whoa.
Why not? Why not? Right. But he's very much like John Wick style, retired for hitman. I can't remember the word he used. He's like he's used to his old occupation. He had a name, wasn't hitman, but it was literally like the guy.
Didn't you say who from the John Wick franchise is associated with this? Like a producer or a director or someone?
Yep, it is produced by David Leith, sorry, who has
Leach. I think it's
Leech,
Leech or something.
Yeah.
But now here's a little theory. What if it's actually a spin-off, and they don't tell us till at the end?
Ooh.
It's possible. It's possible.
And then
I feel like they're clearly trying to create a John Wick cinematic universe.
And then John Wick 4.
Because they're doing a show as well. I mean,
That's true. That is very true. Well,
you heard it here first.
David Leitch was the stunt choreographer for all the John Wicks.
Yep.
And then he became the was it director of Deadpool 2?
That sounds correct.
Yep.
Yeah,
he directed Deadpool 2. So he's great with action movies, He knows and like having a stunt choreographer, a fight choreographer of John Wick direct another action movie, I'm already in. Like always 110%. And Bob Odenkirk's amazing. This trailer, like I get what you're saying, but the amount of movies we see in the cinemas still, you're gonna end up seeing this bloody movie, this trailer. So it's gonna happen eventually. But looks great, looks awesome. Dools, have you seen the trailer for Cherry, the new Russo brothers with starring Tom Holland?
I don't think I've seen the trailers for any of these. I have self-control. So no, I have not. But I've seen a lot about it. I saw a couple clips on Instagram the other day. I think RDJ held a little virtual round table and had Tom Holland and Anthony and Joe Russo on, and they were chatting about it. So I think, in a nutshell, it's about Tom Holland, who is a soldier with PTSD, and just it's about his story. And
so the story is the wild journey of a disenfranchised young man from Ohio who meets the love of his life, only to risk losing her through a series of bad decisions and challenging life circumstances. That's a pretty generalistic overview of the film, but I think it's a lot to deal with PTSD and stuff like that. It looks cool. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Tom Holland.
Is that a Netflix film? I think it might be. I know the Russos have a pretty extensive deal with Netflix, but I mean, I could...
Apple TV. It's an Apple TV show.
Oh, okay. All right.
TV movie.
Fingers in many pies, those boys.
It does, mate. Yeah, because they Joe Russo wrote Extraction.
Yeah.
So that's their they got a sequel coming out for that as well, Dools. Did you know
that? It definitely needed one.
Excited?
So. Oh yeah.
Did you watch it?
I'll tune in. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Tom and Jerry also comes out that day, Dools. You gonna see that?
You know what? I fucking love Tom and Jerry. That's a classic. Well, actually, no. Hold on. Isn't it meant to be trash?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, big time. Dools, that ends Feb, going into March. March 5th, there's a movie that I know you've seen the trailer for that we both think looks terrible, but could be good because it's from Doug Liman. Chaos Walking. The new, again, Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley film.
Tom Holland, man. So I think this has been on the shelf for a while because, I mean, Tom Holland looks a bit younger in it. I think it might have almost been filmed like around 2018 or something from what I hear. But, I mean, it's either a really just bad trailer or it just does not look like a good movie. But, I mean, it has on paper it sounds pretty cool. Like, so it's from the author. It's based on a book of apparently this popular, sci-fi series. And the author himself has penned the screenplay. You've got a great director in Doug Liman, who's, done some of the best Bourne movies, I think Ultimatum and Supremacy. And Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley, capable actors. So, I don't know. I mean, on paper it sounds like it could be good, but that trailer just did not instill any confidence in me at all. So
it might just be a bad trailer.
It's definitely a wait and see for reviews, because I'm pretty sure it's a Netflix movie. But look, if it's good, that'll be worth a trip to the cinema. But yeah,
I agree. Like I'm hoping it's just a bad trailer because there's a man in it, Dools, that we'll always see a movie for, and that's a man by the name of Mads Mikkelsen.
Yes.
He's a
Mads Mikkelsen of Death Stranding, I believe, is what he's best known for.
Yeah. Of Death Stranding fame. I agree. I think it's a bad trailer. I hope it's a bad trailer. I like, Daisy Ridley's fine. But I like Tom Holland. I'm glad that they're both branching out from being typecast, hopefully. And Mads Mikkelsen, Doug Liman, you really can't really go wrong. Like, he's always good, so we'll see. Dools, there's a new animated movie called Raya and the Last Dragon. I haven't seen too much about this. I've seen posters a lot. It's starring Awkwafina as one of the main characters as well. It's Disney Animated Studios, so the studios that brought you Big Hero 6. So I'll probably watch it when I see it because I love a good Disney animated movie. Big Hero 6 was amazing. So I'm keen. I just don't know too much about it. Have you heard about this at all? I didn't think you would have.
Not a single thing.
Yeah, cool. We'll continue on, Dools. Going into April, Dools. Here we go. Here comes. April 2nd, Dools, is the movie you've been waiting for.
Oh, Jesus.
Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway.
You had me there for a second. Peter Rabbit 2, you say? It's getting it, so this is a sequel.
It's getting a sequel.
Okay.
Apparently the first one, like, it's a kid movie, so they're always going to go well, but apparently the first one, like, made some bread, you know? Some bread.
Oh, yeah, they always do. Who's this? Like Domhnall Gleeson and bloody Rose Byrne or something are in these?
I think so. If it's the same, I know Domhnall Gleeson was in the first one. Margot Robbie.
Oh,
Elizabeth Debicki.
Okay. Well, they probably do voices, right? I don't know if they're going to be actual.
Yep. So Flopsy Rabbit, Mopsy Rabbit, Cottontails played by Daisy Ridley.
All right, that's enough.
Miss Tiggy Wheel is played by Sia.
That's
Peter Rabbit's still played by James Corden. You've got Sam Neill in there. You've got David Oyelowo. I can never pronounce his name right. It's the guy that played Martin Luther King in Selma. Yeah, wow. Cool.
Okay.
Comes out in March. Can't wait till 2nd of April. But Dools, that same day, you're going to be tossing two movies up when you go to the theatre. You're going to go to the theatre, you're like, do I see Peter Rabbit 2 The Runaway or do I see No Time to Die? It's a hard decision.
Sounds like it's a back-to-back session day then, in that case.
It does, doesn't it? It does indeed. Dools, tell me how you pray every night, praying that No Time to Die sticks this release date.
Well, I have a shrine set up and... with the stained glass image of Daniel Craig and the former Bonds, all together, and I say, please God, please, Ian Fleming, Lord above, let this be at least a decent film. Let this be a decent final outing for Daniel Craig. Like everything we've heard about this movie, I mean, it sounds. Well, look, at one point there were too many cooks. Like, I know we saw they were, bringing in and taking away writers left, right, and centre for a little bit there. But I don't know. In the end, it sounds like, the director, whose name is escaping me, but did Maniac.
Kerry Fukuyama?
Yeah, something like that. Has said some pretty... And, of course, he directed the film. He's not going to badmouth his own film. But... he was asked, like, are you using all this extra time you've been indirectly granted now to kind of like polish the film, perfect the film? And he's like, no, not touching it. I don't want to go in and, kind of like play with what I already thought was, a finished product, something I was already happy with, and blah blah blah. And so, I don't know. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Like, I feel like most directors would be like, oh yeah, the extra time has actually been a blessing in disguise, blah blah blah. We've used it to do this and that, and he's like, no, I'm happy with it. So, and we know we know Daniel Craig was pretty influential behind the scenes in, I think, sculpting the story he wanted to tell as well for his final outing, because I think we know Danny Boyle was at one point meant to direct, and I think he was pushing to kill Bond apparently, and this didn't sit well with Craig, so I think he gave him the boot. And I don't know why. No, that's not what these movies are about. Like, let's not get weird for the sake of weird. Like, Danny Boyle would have been an unusual pick. So, anyway, man, I mean, I don't have any expectations, because Spectre wasn't terrible. It just had a lot of problems.
It was no Quantum of Solace. Like, it was a lot better than Quantum of Solace.
It was better than Quantum of Solace, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, it was.
But it was also
The
a
main
significant
villain,
step down
dude, was
from
so lackluster.
so boring.
So-
You get Christoph Waltz and you waste him the way you do. It's like, oh Jesus, like
It was in 3 scenes.
poor direction, not a very good script.
Yeah, it
They
was
kept
bad.
they kept going back and forth between this little incredibly boring subplot with the MI6 back in London, and I was like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Like, it was so dull. Anyway, so yeah, I just need this to be good.
Yeah,
it's
I feel you, brother.
So we will see.
Dools, April 16th, we've got the Mortal Kombat movie coming out. I only bring this up because I've noticed that it was produced by James Wan. So I'm like, cool, this will be cool. Is it going to be good? No, not at all. But is it going to be fun? Maybe. Who knows, Dools?
Why not? I thought those were
Who
good
knows?
movies.
Mortal Kombat movies?
Oh Jesus, I just heard James Wan. I thought I could have sworn I heard Conjuring for a second.
No,
Okay.
Conjuring's coming out later in the year. No, Mortal Kombat. Yeah,
Okay.
no. Like, definitely
No,
not.
these are almost like intentionally made to be like cheesy B grade films.
Absolutely.
So,
But
yeah.
what it is what it is.
Yeah,
You know?
I think those kind of movies embrace what they are. Yeah.
Dools, April 23rd, we've got 2 bangers coming out. 2 absolute banger films. We've got Quiet Place Part 2, which was one of the first movies to be delayed with coronavirus. It was going to come out in like April last year or even March last year. Like there was early release had already happened, and there was press had already seen it, and they were raving about it. They said that the
Oh,
word,
really?
like,
I didn't know that.
I remember seeing articles saying it's exceptional.
Whoa.
Like it's like incredible. Like, and then the next week it was gone, and it really deterred me. But you got, like, remember, Dools, we got Cillian Murphy in this film. He's a banger of an actor. So I love the first one so much, so we'll see. But also that day, I've got no idea what this movie's about. I'll look it up to get the little description. But Last Night in Soho comes out that same day, Dools. Do you know who's directing that?
Oh, that I've heard of this film. No, remind me.
It's the new Edgar Wright film.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it comes out in April. So Last Night in Soho is an upcoming psychological horror film directed by Edgar Wright with a screenplay, yada yada. It's starring. Doesn't give me a summary of what it's about, but
quite the departure for Edgar Wright horror.
But starring Anya Taylor-Joy, Dools.
She's in everything. She is in everything.
Yeah, she's fantastic, dude. She's fantastic. We've got James Phelps and Oliver Phelps, who play Fred and George Weasley in Harry Potter. Thomasin McKenzie, who's I'm pretty sure she's in The Witch. Is that right? She's in Jojo Rabbit and Leave No Trace, and The King. I don't think she's in The Witch. No. And Matt Smith is also in there as well. Dools. Edgar Wright is up there with like my top 3 favorite directors. Everything he makes is extraordinarily fun. And amazing to watch. Like, some are obviously better than others. Like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz are miles better than World's End. But Baby Driver was so good as well. And Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, incredible. Like, this guy, he's a genius. So I really can't wait to see what he does with this. You know, are you an Edgar Wright fan, Dools?
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Yeah, I love all these movies. Yeah, the ones you just listed, I think, are exceptional. So, and Baby Driver was one of those real departures for I mean, you could still kind of tell it was an Edgar Wright film, but not in the same way that, you know, Scott Pilgrim and Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead share that kind of similar DNA. So, and this sounds like it's an even further departure, a psychological horror film. So, yeah, I'm very intrigued. Absolutely,
Dools. Coming into May, first week of May, Dools, we got Black Widow.
Whoa.
Please let this come out. Please. I want some more Marvel. We're getting Marvel this week as well with Disney Plus releases. We've got WandaVision coming out in a couple days. Super keen for that. But Dools, how long have we been seeing this trailer for Black Marvel? I think I know this trailer by heart.
It's been a long time. Yeah, well, it's been many a time we've seen this trailer. I'm pretty sick of it.
Yeah, like it's a banging trailer. Like the soundtrack is awesome. But I'm really keen to watch this. I'm glad that Disney aren't releasing this on doing like what they do with Mulan, just releasing this on Disney Plus, because this is definitely a movie I want to see in the theaters. You know, I miss my Marvel, so I'm glad it's coming back. Dools, Friday the May 21st, we've got a film for you. Like, I'll of course enjoy it, but you're very much more bigger fan than I am on this. We got Godzilla vs King Kong, Dools.
I swear that was pushed again to like the end of the year. What do you have that as? Where,
right now it's being slated in May 21st.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn I remember seeing it.
Well, if it's end of year, it's still this year.
Yeah. This has been on the radar for a long time.
Yeah.
They literally announced it like as part of like a slate of, I don't know, these kinds of movies years ago, and they're like, yeah, there's going to be a whole integrated universe with a bunch of monsters, and they want to, you know, who knows who else they want to bring into the mix. I feel like these are the two most iconic ones, but I don't know. I think we can safely say right now it'll be like probably a Batman vs Superman type thing. They'll have a cool battle and everything, but then they'll team up to fight a bigger baddie or something like that, which I'm not opposed to either. I mean, it's always a bit of fun. So, yeah, I'm just interested to see how, like, exactly what they do.
Yeah, same. I'm mad keen. I still got to watch Kong. I still haven't watched Kong Skull Island.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's actually pretty good.
I've got no idea why.
Surprisingly very good.
I love monster movies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why I haven't watched it. I'll put it on my list. I'll put it high on my list to watch in the next couple of weeks. Dools, that same day we got Free Guy, that new Ryan Reynolds film where he plays an NPC in a video game.
Oh, yeah.
Basically becoming free of mind. Looks like a lot of fun. Looks like it's going to be a lot of pop culture references, and you can never really go wrong with Ryan Reynolds. It looks like the same sort of level as Hitman's Bodyguard, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, it looks like a movie that's really taking itself not that seriously, which is great. Have you seen the trailer for this?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, a lot of people are just likening it to, well, what if GTA were a movie? And yeah, looks like a bit of fun.
Looks like fun. Absolutely. And that same day, Dools, we also got Spiral from the Book of Saw. This is a new spin-off of Saw, and it's with Chris Rock. Trey looked very unusual. Looks good.
Yeah, didn't he? Isn't he fairly involved? Isn't he like writing or executive producing, or I don't know? He's like a big fan, and he's playing like some grizzled detective, which is very interesting for Chris Rock. I can't remember the last time he did a serious role, if he has at all.
So it's story is by James Wan and Lee Winnell, who did the original Saw. Lee Winnell is also the director of The Invisible Man now, and James Wan is of course James Wan. It's directed by a guy named Darren Bousman, who's done majority of the Saws, so that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else other than starring for Chris Rock. But it could just be starring. He might be on the production team, maybe? I can't see anything. Sorry, Dawes.
Okay.
But looks cool. It looks unusual. I kind of left the Saw franchise after the second one when I'm not into gory stuff. I'm not into, gore porn. Like what the majority of the Saws turned into, and like the Hostel movies and stuff. I never got into them. It's just not for me. But if they make this like more than that, like an actual detective movie, which is what the first one was, which I loved.
I feel like the gore is also a trademark though of these films, so you're gonna get it one way or another.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a gore guy, Dawes. Are you a gore guy, Dawes?
I'm indifferent. I don't think a film needs it or necessarily doesn't need it. It really depends on context has. So yeah,
true. Dools, to end May, we've got Fast and Furious 9. We're finally getting it. We are finally getting it. Han is finally coming back again. They delayed it a full year, and I'm praying that it comes out now. The trailer is so batshit insane, because there is so many hype moments in that fucking trailer. You've watched the trailer, right?
I finally watched it only maybe a couple months ago, and I know this is almost like a moot point when talking about these films, but the trailer's fucking bonkers.
Yeah, like, it's batshit insane.
It's really dumb. But that's what we
John Cena is Dom's brother.
Yeah, I know. It's all about Vin being jealous that his brother still has hair.
Oh man, there's that one scene where like there is like maybe 300-meter gap between these two islands, and there's like a rope bridge that broke down except for one piece of rope, and he drives up to the stick of the rope and like gets it caught into his wire, and they swing off. Like, that is so batshit insane.
Yeah,
but I can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. That's definitely a popcorn movie. Moving into June, Dools, there's not too much here. We've got Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. I don't think this is directed by James Wan, but it's been produced by him. I think the story is by him as well. Let me just quickly look it up. Have you seen any of The Conjurings?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's been produced and story by James Wan. It's been directed by Michael Chavis, who's done The Curse of La Llorona. And I'm a massive Conjuring fan. I'll always see this. I read up on this case, and it's actually really, really fascinating. Like, the best thing about Conjurings is that these are all like based on true stories. Each film is a different true story. In The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It is all about this woman that committed murder, and her defense in court was she was possessed and that the devil made her do it. I'm like, that is fascinating, and for them to make a movie all about this, I'm all in. I'm all in with Conjurings. Coming up towards the next week, this is more towards me than you. We got Ghostbusters Afterlife. I really enjoyed the trailer. Can't wait to see more of it. I want to see another trailer. I want to see Paul Rudd. I want to see what he's in it. Bill Murray's definitely in it as well. I'm really hoping that it's good. Like, it has to be better than the 2016 one. Has to be. The 2016 one was so trash. It surely
will be. I mean, that would be remarkable if it's somehow worse. Like this guy's talked a big name. What's his name? Jason Reitman. I'm just trying to think.
Oh yeah, Jason Reitman.
Jason Reitman. Yeah. What? He's the son of someone who was a
Ivan Reitman.
Yeah. So
he's the son of the original director.
You've got very big shoes to fill, but at the same time, I mean, he's. I recall like when that first trailer came out, and he was like, I don't know, being a little cocky about the fact like, yeah, this is the true follow up, blah blah blah, and so I'm sure you guys will get a pretty good movie, but I don't know, who really knows? I mean, I personally struggle to understand Ghostbusters' relevance. You guys have one good movie, so
1.5. Yeah. The second one's not bad.
It's fine
at all.
It's fine. I still don't even really understand the hype about the first one. It's a really take it or leave it kind of movie. It's
oh fuck you.
It's fine, dude. It's honestly fine. It's fun to watch, but I mean, it's like the way it's talked about by some people. It's like Jesus Christ. No, yeah, it is. Yeah, you guys think it's Jesus Christ. Yeah. So.
Like Greg Miller. Greg Miller fucking swears by that movie.
Yep.
But Dools, coming out at the end of that month, we got Venom: Let There Be Carnage.
First okay, that is a cool title.
It's a cool title, right?
Title. I'll give you that, title. Jimmy, you fucking piece of shit. Jimmy Argyle, by the way.
we got to have him on here. We got to have him on here. But Venom 2, the movie that didn't need a sequel.
Look. Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy. That is very intriguing. That's well cast. I still don't buy Tom Hardy as Venom. That fucking shocking accent, like yeah.
What was that?
that's my Eddie Brock. He had like some nasally fucking voice. It really drove me up the wall.
Yeah, you're totally right.
I don't know what they were thinking with that accent. So I don't know. Maybe they can turn it around. I remember what's his name?
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis is directing. Yep. So that's interesting. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. We'll see. Dools going into July. July is pretty good. Dools. We've got the new Minions movie. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Come on, Haz. We're pressed for time, mate.
That same day, Dools, we've got Top Gun 2 Maverick, and holy shit. Oh, I'm so ready. That fucking trailer is so good. I'm so ready for Top Gun 2.
I'm going to wait until the inevitable screening of the first one again in a cinema, because I would love to see it.
Has to be.
Yeah, they'll do it. They'll do one somewhere.
Yeah, there's zero chance that's not going to happen. Top Gun 2 looks great. Tom Cruise back still looks like the same age because probably all the stem cells he uses. Looks great. Can't wait. Duels, the next week, July 9th, we've got Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Please let this come out. This looks great. Like, well, from what we've heard from it, we haven't seen anything from it.
This is one of the new Marvel films because this is a brand new hero, brand new kind of like, I don't know, corner of the Marvel universe. Because Black Widow, I feel like it's gonna feel like familiar territory. I don't see it reinventing the wheel. But Shang-Chi's one of these,
especially with it being a prequel as well.
Yeah, exactly. So Shang-Chi being just its very nature, first Asian superhero, I think, on screen. In a blockbuster movie, and just like, I don't know, going really in depth with the kung fu culture. Like this could be like the first like proper like, I don't know, kung fu movie that we've gotten in years. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think because Marvel really like kind of like inserting their characters and films into a certain genre, and just so like the Winter Soldier, I mean, it's technically spy espionage. Captain America 1, period piece, and so on. So yeah, maybe this will be the first Marvel kung fu film. So I mean, yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what it's like, because this is going to be, this for me will be the start of Phase 4, ushering in a new era of Marvel heroes.
Yeah, I agree. I see Black Widow as kind of like the bridge between phases,
Yeah.
It might like introduce a villain or something that will be reoccurring.
Well, do you know who the villain is?
New Black Widow.
They've already kind of told us who.
I'm talking about Black Widow. I'm talking about Black Widow.
Oh, okay.
Who's the villain in Shang-Chi?
Well, they've said it's going to be the true Mandarin. So
cool.
Yeah. So that's the Ten Rings or whatever that is apparently has something to do with that character. So that's all I know.
Yeah, the Ten Rings are also the terrorists that took Tony Stark and Iron Man 1. Those were the Ten Rings. So it might be linked to them as well.
What are the chances we see the return of one of the greatest MCU characters, Justin Hammer?
Oh, do you reckon he does a dance?
Yeah, I think he does.
The Hammer Drone.
He's coming back though. He will be coming back for sure. I think.
Has to. You can't put Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
I don't know. I went to Ben Mendelsohn. Sam Rockwell into the closet. Like, you can't.
Bendo Mendo's in there as well. So I mean,
Bendo Mendo.
Who the fuck isn't in the Marvel universe at the moment?
Yeah, it's true. But he's got to get Keanu in there, Dools. Somehow, just push him in there. Dools, the next week we've got 2 films coming out that you're both going to be interested about. Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Is that what it's called now?
LeBron James.
New Legacy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm keen.
Yeah.
It's coming out on HBO Max as well, that one. And we've got Uncharted, the next take on trying to make.
So this is actually happening.
Video game movie.
This is actually happening.
We've been hearing about this.
It's
for
hard
maybe
to believe.
7 years.
Yeah, this has been in production hell for so long. It's been in production hell for so long, and this is not a joke. That at one point Mark Wahlberg was going to play Nathan Drake. Now he's playing Victor Sullivan. So
it's so true.
He's meant to be like fucking 25 or 30 years older than Drake. So
that's so funny.
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic actually, because Sony are talking a big game, and I don't know, Tom Holland, he's at a point in his career where he's fortunate enough to be picky and choosy with what he does. So I don't know, maybe he was like, because I mean, come on, a video game movie, red flag immediately. But maybe he was convinced by a good script, and I don't know, PlayStation themselves are pretty involved now with the production side of things. Like, it is a PlayStation film. Like, they have started a PlayStation film studio, and similarly, they are going to be working closely with HBO on the Last of Us series. So I don't know. At the very least, it could be a B-grade Indiana Jones ripoff, and that would be sufficient. But I don't know if it can really make it be its own thing and tell us an interesting story. Well, then that's a bonus.
I want a trailer. A trailer, surely.
I was so surprised we didn't get one at the Game Awards. But
putting it out there,
I think we get it.
I reckon
very soon.
I reckon a trailer is mid-Feb with the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I reckon that's a Super Bowl trailer.
I think we're just going to get a barrage of trailers at some point soon. Like, they're just going to start.
Well, Super Bowl day we always do. We always get a huge amount of trailers every Super Bowl day. But Duel's coming out at the end of July. We've got Jungle Cruise, that Emily Blunt, Dwayne The Rock Johnson Disney film about the ride.
A movie about a fucking theme park ride. All right, cool.
Yeah, like it looks like another Jumanji, if I'm being completely honest. But we'll see. I like the first Jumanji. The second one was like toxic. But nothing really to report on until we get another trailer for that, I guess. But going into August, Dools. First week of August, we've got the Suicide Squad, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. Not the Suicide Squad Air Cut, which
will never happen.
Like Jared Leto.
Stop trying to make it happen, guys.
Yeah, I'm so keen for this. All we've seen is a featurette, and it looks like just James Gunn gets it. And he said that it's the... Sorry if you can hear a motorcycle coming past my house. He said that this is the film that he's most proud of that he's ever made. And James Gunn's saying that. Like, he might have just been saying that, like, you know. But James Gunn... I don't know. That gives me a lot of confidence with this. And it just looks like a lot of fun, you know. All these films always look great.
Yeah, I'm keen. I think it would have been a waste otherwise to just give up on that property. And it's got the added benefit of getting a video game soon as well. Maybe probably I think 2022, I think is what they said. But so yeah, keen to see how he reinvents the wheel with those characters.
Absolutely. August 20th, it's starting to thin out a bit now, but August 20th we've got the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, which is of course a sequel to Hitman's Bodyguard. Have you seen the Hitman's Bodyguard, Dools, with Ryan Reynolds and Samuel Jackson?
I haven't.
You would enjoy it. You would really enjoy it. It's just a fun. It's not gonna win Oscars, but it's a fun action movie, and Samuel Jackson just looks like he's having the time of his life. So once you watch it, we can talk about it on the podcast, and we can chat about this film, I guess. Same day though, Dools, we got Paw Patrol the movie for you. There you go.
Yep,
good work. And the last week of August, we've got the Candyman movie. This looks good. Doesn't look great. I didn't like the trailer. I don't like how ever since Us did the amazing trailer with the mashup of the song I Got 5 on it, and they made it like super slow and creepy, and it really worked with Us, the trailer. Every horror trailer is doing that now, and that's why they did it for Candyman for the song Say My Name. And
isn't it just a Jordan Peele thing though, because he's involved with this one?
I think he's producing it. Yeah. But there's a lot of horror movies that are saying this again.
I think it was just a very effective way and Get Out did one as well. I can't remember the thing. I thought it did, but yeah, no, you're right. It's definitely a trend. A lot of them have hopped on, and it's cool when done right. But yeah, otherwise it's just becomes derivative.
Yeah. Are you going to see Candyman? Do you reckon?
Yeah, maybe.
Cool. Do you want to talk about a movie you're not going to see?
What is it?
Coming into... that's the question. Coming into September, Dools, and September 17th is the only thing in September that's notable of putting onto this article, is Death on the Nile. Dools.
No. Sorry. No.
Sequel to Murder on the Orient Express.
What a disappointment that movie was.
The trailer came out, and we saw it. It was like mid last year. A trailer came out for it, and we saw it in the cinema, and like it just looked boring as hell. Like this movie is that first movie's just not good. I've got no idea why this got a sequel. Like, was it good in the box office? I don't remember it being good in the box office.
I don't know. Probably had a serviceable reception, commercially and critically. So I mean,
Murder on the Orient Express,
obviously enough to greenlight a sequel.
Got a global box office of 350 mil.
Yeah, so that's, I guess, that surely would have broken even. But that's still...
Yeah, sure.
It's still not...
Yeah. But still...
Not huge.
Doesn't warrant a sequel.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not with that cast and not with, what is, I think, a somewhat recognisable name. So, yeah.
Yeah. But Dools, do you want to talk about a movie that you will see?
Always.
Beginning of October, the 1st of October, we've got June coming out, Dools. Denis Villeneuve's June.
Hopefully.
We've seen one trailer for this. Yeah. We've seen one trailer for this. It looks brilliant. He hasn't missed a step, this director. We've got no reason to not trust him and not have full faith that he's going to absolutely deliver.
I think he's the best working director right now. I think if he can deliver yet again...
I think he's up there, absolutely.
I think if he can deliver yet again, then he'll have done, in a row, Sicario, Arrival, Blade Runner 2049, and then this. And I mean, Prisoners, of course, sorry. Yes, of course. course. So
Forget about prisoners.
He's on
an enemy.
He's on a hot streak. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So if he can pull it off yet again, and I'm getting like very, very like HBO apparently want him to be involved with this miniseries they're doing to complement the film, as well as because it's a part one. So I mean, it's technically going to be there. You know, he's doing a sequel, even though it's like just the part two of the film. It's like it's not really Dune 2. It's just part two of the film. So they are obviously very confident as well, Warner Brothers, behind the scenes, which, yeah.
Agreed, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the guy gets sci-fi. I think he's obviously a big fan of the novel in which it's based. So, and Blade Runner 2049. I mean, who the fuck thought a Blade Runner sequel would be good this many years later? I certainly fucking did it. I could not believe how good that movie was. It's so, yeah. This might be after Bond. Bond is only my most anticipated because I'm more curious than anything. But I think I know June will be good. I think I can safely say I know June will be very good. But
I think June's my most anticipated.
So
June
they're probably on
Last
par
Night
for me.
Soho.
Bond and June, I think. Yeah. So
like I can't wait for Bond. You know me. I'm gonna love Bond. But June and Last Night in Soho are up there. Like toe and toe with me is the most anticipated for myself. I agree. Everything you said, I already said it though. But Friday, 8th of October, Dools, we got Morbius is coming out, starring Jared Leto. We'll see. The trailer didn't scratch any itch for me at all. But it had Michael Keaton, who plays Vulture, in it as well. So it's weird. It ties in with the MCU somehow, and this is going to get super confusing now. But I want to see more of it. I'm going to see it because I'll see anything superhero.
Kevin Feige obviously lost a bet at some point.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he lost a hand in poker or something. Dools, October 15th, we've got Halloween Kills, the sequel to the 2018 Halloween movie, I believe it was.
Sounds right.
That was a fantastic film. Can't wait for this. It's still being written by, oh my god, his name's blanking me, Dools.
Danny McBride.
Thank you, Danny McBride. Can't go wrong. We got Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. I love those titles. It's very 80s, very campy. I can't wait. If they film it, if it's half as good as the 2018 one, it's still a great film.
Yeah.
Anything to say about Halloween Dools?
I still do. I still haven't watched the original. I need to fix that.
Really?
Yeah. So
you got to watch the original and then the one from 2018 because there are so many references.
I saw the one from 2018 and I thought it was awesome. I was like, I was really impressed. So yeah, I do need to fix that, and I will. So yeah, more of that. Then yeah, I'm there. I'm stoked.
Yeah, awesome. And then also that same day we got The Last Duel. Have you heard about this film?
No.
So it's been directed by Ridley Scott. Let me just put out 3 names of main cast.
This isn't the Gladiator prequel sequel, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
We've got Matt Damon.
Ooh.
We've got Ben Affleck.
Ooh.
We've got Adam Driver.
Ooh. Oh, hold on. Is this like a
play?
Yeah. When's this set? It's a period piece, isn't it?
I believe so. Yes, it is. Yes, definitely.
I have heard of this.
A woman claims she's been raped by her husband's best friend, Jean de Curies. It's French. But when no one believes her accusation, her husband challenges his friend to a duel. The last legally sanctioned duel in the country's history. Wow.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Looks cool, man. Great cast.
It's going to be the first time Damon and Affleck have done a film together on screen in a while. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Can't even remember the last one they did together. What would the last one be like?
I don't know. Let's not. We won't be able to figure this out.
Yeah, true. At the end of October, we've got Snake Eyes, the G.I. Joe Origins. I've got nothing to say about that movie. Anything? Let's go to November, Dawes. Eternals. We've got Eternals coming out first week in November. I've seen a lot of good about this film. I cannot wait.
Well, I'm more interested than ever now because Chloe Zhao, who did Nomadland, is directing, and that has me very intrigued as to see what she can do with a superhero movie. This is why Phase 4 is interesting. I think they want to purposely get experimental and a little you know, I guess off kilter with their approach with some of these new movies to just try and keep things fresh and interesting. And they're going to be doing that with the Disney Plus shows as well. But I think having seen Nomadland now and being familiar with Chloe Zhao's work, I'll just be very interested to see how she tackles an ensemble superhero film.
Yeah, I'm very, very keen. I'm also... One of the best things about this movie that's already happened is the evolution of Kumail Nanjiani's Instagram account. Have you seen it now? Do you follow him?
Well, yeah, he got jacked as hell for the film, right?
Yeah, but now it's just him just posting... He's now the new Rock. All he does is post his cheat meals.
Oh, really? Oh, okay,
where it's literally cool. Just like... But he's got this massive sweet tooth, so it's nothing like... how The Rock sometimes does like cheeseburgers and stuff. It's nothing like that.
Oh, The Rock The Rock has a hell of a sweet tooth. I actually caught on Instagram the other day.
Yeah.
He's like fat
the brioche
pancake stack with peanut butter and maple syrup and shit. Yeah.
He does this thing with The Rock. It's called The Rock's French Toast, which is 4-inch slices of brioche bread. And the maple syrup is in... He mixes the maple syrup with his own branded tequila. And he pours it all over. Fucking loves tequila, that guy. Good on him. But yeah, Kumail Nanjiani literally just eats the like giant cakes once a week. Like it's hilarious. Just go look him up. It's so funny. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm the same as you. I thought Chloe Zhao killed it in Nomadland, so I can't wait to see what she does. And the only other thing to talk about November, Dools, December, there's only a few things as well. Mission Impossible 7 still being filmed. But if it's as good as any of the previous ones, then shit, we're in for another banger, Dools. Is this still being directed by Christopher McQuarrie?
Yes, he's doing 7 and 8. So, because they're filming those back to back. So, fuck yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah.
And we've already got a snake
there's
peek of
no
a particular
chance
stunt where he's
bad.
Just, in classic Tom Cruise fashion, flying off a cliff on a motorcycle. No harness in sight.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's just he might be trying to kill himself, Harry. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if someone's checked in. I don't know the last time someone's checked in with Tom Cruise and how he's going, but I think he's just waiting till he goes out with a bang. I'm pretty sure his dream is to die doing a stunt. And look, that'd be pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, he's like they're recreating what's the Stanley Kubrick film Origin of the Bomb, Doctor Strangelove.
Yes.
Where like the guy riding the bomb onto the way to the ground, he actually does that, but he's super method. I'm like, there's nothing really we can say about this other than we both adore the Mission Impossible franchise, and this is definitely going to be another statue into why it's great.
Yep.
Dools, just to end it on December, we've got 1, 2, 3 more movies. We got Steven Spielberg's West Side Story coming out. Are you a musical guy at all, Dools?
I dabble. I dabble. Didn't mind La La Land has. So
La La Land was beautiful.
That's up there.
Love
La
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 Land.
That counts.
Yeah, well, that's coming out. It was supposed to come out Boxing Day last year, so that's been pushed almost a full year.
It's an interesting... So it is going to be a musical?
Yes.
Yeah, because, I know it's based on a musical, but, I don't know, it's definitely going to be a musical?
I presume so.
It's interesting for Spielberg, but okay.
Yeah. But, Clint Eastwood directed Jersey Boys. That's a musical. Yeah, like sometimes they delve in.
Yeah, okay.
They delve in.
Right,
Friday 17th of December was supposed to be getting... Does this mean we're getting 4 MCU movies this year?
I think it's just because Black Widow and Eternals were obviously meant to be... Or Shang-Chi was meant to be last year, so...
Yeah, we're supposed to get an untitled MCU Spider-Man sequel, which doesn't sound impossible. Because it's already almost all filmed.
Spider-Man 3 can't be done for this year, though. I think they might just push it.
It's almost all filmed,
They might just push it for the sake of breathing room. So wait, what's the 4th one?
That's it.
No, you said there was a 4th MCU film.
Yep. So we've got Black Widow, Eternals, Shang-Chi, and Spider-Man.
Yep. We'll see about that. I don't know. I wouldn't mind them spacing them out a little more then, in that case. I feel like Eternals, they don't all have fixed dates yet, except Black Widow. So, I don't know. See what happens, but...
Just want to fucking see something.
I feel like it'd be way too soon for Spider-Man 3 as well, just because literally the last movie we got was Far From Home. So
I want Spider-Man 3 now with all this news coming out of how...
Well, shit, man. If all this stuff is true, then I do want it pretty soon as well. But I thought it was meant to be almost a sequel to Doctor Strange 2 and stuff. Like it just feels weird that we'll have gotten 2 Spider-Man movies before Doctor Strange 2 and Black Panther 2 and things like that. It just seems like they've rushed them out. And I don't know. Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, true, Dools. True. But to end it on, Dools, this Christmas, we've got The Matrix 4.
Whoa.
Which we will see. We will see. There's 1.5 good Matrix movies out there. But Keanu and Carrie-Anne Moss coming back, that's a massive plus.
And Lawrence Fishburne not, which is a shame. I wonder why.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very, very unusual. Very unusual. But we'll see, Dools. I'm hopeful about this film. I really want it to be good. I loved the first one. I like the second one. I think the second one's a great action movie.
Well, look, the first one set out to
Matrix
be
movie? No.
a commentary on our obsession with technology more than anything. It was very poignant at the time and so impactful that we literally now use the term The Matrix in our daily vernacular to describe things, like, you know, like whether it's the Matrix theory or just like I don't know, if someone's just really tech obsessed, they're in the Matrix, blah blah blah. So it was an incredibly culturally impactful film, and I don't know, I mean, with how I feel like it is actually a great time for this franchise to come back, just because of how tech has so dramatically changed the world and just you know, things as we know it. So I mean, I don't know, I feel like if it can do it right, if it can remember the spirit of what that original film was and how it's meant to be a social commentary on things more than anything, and, you know, kind of like Star Wars, it's like, it's not about the lightsaber fights, that's the cool part, but I mean, there's substance there, there's, you know, themes there that are relevant to, you know, who we are as people, then I don't know, maybe it can replicate that magic has of the first one. Maybe
We'll see. We will see. But Dools, that's it. That's the year. You know, it's been a hell of a 2 years, Dools. Been a hell of a 2 years. Well, what's been your favourite moment of being a mall cop, Dools? Tell me.
The part where we sign off. No, I'm kidding.
Nice. Wow. Wow.
Mate, it's all been a ride, hasn't it? It's been a ride, man.
Absolutely. Well, end our ride, Dools. Sign us off. Damn it. Thank you for listening for another episode of the More Cops on Duty podcast, our 2nd year running. Here's to 2 more years, Dools. Maine's #1 film, game and TV podcast.
You heard it here first.
Catch us on all your favourite streaming services and all your favourite socials, because Dools promised me that he will post this week. Right, Dools?
Sure did.
Until next time, I've been Harry. Dools been Dools. You've been you. We're the More Cops on Duty, and we're out.